Domestication and the Dream of the Planet. In the introduction of The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, we are introduced to the concept of domestication and its impact on our lives. The author explains that from a young age, we are taught and conditioned by our families, societies, and cultures to adopt certain beliefs, behaviors, and expectations. This process of domestication molds us into obedient and predictable individuals who conform to the norms and rules set by others. Ruiz describes this process as the dream of the planet, which refers to the collective dream or shared belief system that governs our lives. This dream influences our thoughts, actions, and relationships, shaping the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. However, the author argues that much of what we have been domesticated to believe is not aligned with our true nature and limits our potential for happiness and fulfillment. By becoming aware of the domestication process and recognizing the illusions it creates, we can begin to break free from its constraints. Ruiz proposes 4 agreements that can guide us towards personal freedom and transformation. These agreements serve as powerful tools to challenge the limiting beliefs and agreements we have made with ourselves and others. Through this introduction, readers are invited to reflect on their own domestication and the impact it has had on their lives. It sets the stage for the transformative journey ahead, offering a fresh perspective on the power of awareness and conscious choice. By embracing the 4 agreements, readers can embark on a path of self-discovery, authenticity, and personal liberation. So, if you're ready to challenge the dream of the planet and reclaim your true self, join us on this remarkable journey through the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Chapter 1. The First Agreement: Be Impeccable with Your Word. In the first chapter, we delve into the power of our words and the importance of being impeccable with them. Ruiz explains that our word is not just a means of communication but a force that shapes our reality. By being impeccable with our word, we align our thoughts, speech, and actions with truth and integrity. The author emphasizes that our words have the ability to create or destroy. When we use our words to express love, kindness, and authenticity, we not only uplift ourselves but also positively impact those around us. On the other hand, when we engage in gossip, judgment, or negativity, we perpetuate a cycle of harm and suffering. Being impeccable with our word requires us to be aware of the power of our language and to use it consciously. It involves speaking with honesty, avoiding self-judgment or criticism, and refraining from spreading harmful rumors or lies. Ruiz suggests that by being impeccable with our word, we can transform our relationships, cultivate trust, and create a more harmonious and loving world. So, let's take the first step towards personal transformation and liberation by practicing the first agreement: be impeccable with your word. Chapter 2. The Second Agreement: Don't Take Anything Personally. In the second chapter, we confront the tendency to take things personally and the negative impact it has on our lives. Ruiz reminds us that what others say or do is a projection of their own reality, shaped by their beliefs, experiences, and emotions. Taking things personally is often rooted in our need for validation and approval from others. However, the author suggests that when we internalize the opinions and actions of others, we give away our power and allow ourselves to be emotionally wounded. By recognizing that people's words and actions reflect their own perceptions and not our inherent worth, we can liberate ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Ruiz encourages us to develop emotional detachment and not to take things personally, even when faced with criticism or negativity. Instead of reacting defensively, we can choose to respond with compassion and understanding. This agreement empowers us to cultivate self-acceptance and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. By practicing the second agreement, we can free ourselves from the emotional burden of personalization and create space for authentic self-expression. So, let's embark on this transformative journey of breaking free from the trap of taking things personally and embracing emotional liberation. Chapter 3. The Third Agreement: Don't Make Assumptions. In the third chapter, we explore the destructive nature of assumptions and the importance of seeking clarity and understanding in our interactions. Ruiz explains that assumptions are often based on limited information, distorted perceptions, and preconceived notions. Making assumptions can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and unnecessary suffering. When we assume, we create stories in our minds that may not reflect reality. These assumptions can hinder effective communication and strain relationships, as they prevent us from seeing situations and people as they truly are. To break free from the cycle of assumptions, Ruiz encourages us to ask questions, seek clarification, and communicate openly and honestly. By expressing our thoughts and feelings clearly, we can avoid misunderstandings and build stronger connections with others. The third agreement reminds us to be aware of our assumptions and to challenge them with curiosity and open-mindedness. By practicing non-judgment and embracing a spirit of inquiry, we create space for deeper understanding and connection. Let's embark on this transformative journey of releasing assumptions and cultivating genuine understanding and empathy in our interactions. Together, we can create more harmonious and compassionate relationships. Chapter 4: The Fourth Agreement: Always Do Your Best. In the fourth chapter, we explore the transformative power of always doing our best. Ruiz emphasizes that our best effort can vary from moment to moment, depending on our energy levels, circumstances, and available resources. However, regardless of the external factors, doing our best is essential for personal growth and self-mastery. The author explains that when we always do our best, we avoid self-judgment and regret. By focusing on the present moment and giving our full attention to the task at hand, we can tap into our true potential and achieve optimal results. Ruiz reminds us that doing our best is not about perfectionism or competing with others. It is about honoring ourselves and embracing a mindset of continuous improvement. When we consistently give our best effort, we cultivate self-respect, build self-confidence, and experience a sense of fulfillment. The fourth agreement invites us to make a commitment to always do our best, regardless of the outcome. By embracing this agreement, we embark on a journey of personal excellence and self-empowerment. Let's embrace the power of always doing our best and unlock our full potential. Join us as we continue on this transformative path of the four agreements. Chapter 5: The Toltec Path to Freedom: Breaking Old Agreements. In Chapter 5, we delve into the Toltec path to freedom and the process of breaking old agreements. The author introduces the Toltec wisdom, an ancient spiritual tradition that provides profound insights into the human condition. Ruiz explains that throughout our lives, we have unconsciously made agreements with ourselves and others that shape our beliefs, behaviors, and perceptions. These agreements are often based on domestication and societal conditioning. However, many of these agreements are limiting and prevent us from living authentically and freely. To break free from these old agreements, Ruiz suggests that we must become aware of them and question their validity. We have the power to challenge and release the agreements that no longer serve us, replacing them with new agreements that align with our true selves and aspirations. The Toltec path to freedom involves self-reflection, introspection, and the willingness to let go of old patterns and beliefs. It requires courage, but it offers the opportunity for personal transformation and liberation. By breaking old agreements, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences. We reclaim our personal power and create space for authentic self-expression and fulfillment. Let's embark on this transformative journey of breaking old agreements and discovering our true selves. Together, we can forge a path to freedom and live in alignment with our deepest desires and values. Before we continue, we would like to inform you that we release these summaries in audio format on Spotify before we release them on YouTube in video format with subtitles. Thank you for the support, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Chapter 6: The New Dream: Heaven on Earth. In Chapter 6, we explore the concept of the new dream and the possibility of creating heaven on earth. Ruiz invites us to reimagine our reality and shift our collective consciousness towards a more harmonious and loving existence. The author explains that the new dream is rooted in love, acceptance, and respect for ourselves and others. It is a dream where judgment, fear, and suffering are transcended, and where we embrace our innate divinity and interconnectedness. To manifest the new dream, Ruiz suggests that we must embody the four agreements in our daily lives by being impeccable with our word, not taking anything personally, not making assumptions, and always doing our best. We contribute to the creation of a more compassionate and enlightened world. The new dream invites us to let go of the old patterns of control, competition, and separation. It encourages us to cultivate unity, cooperation, and empathy. It is a vision that reminds us of our inherent worth and our capacity to co-create a reality that reflects the highest values of humanity. Let's embrace the new dream and become agents of positive change in our own lives and in the world. Together, we can make heaven on earth a tangible reality. Chapter 7: Prayers. In the final chapter of the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, we explore the power of prayers as a means of connecting with the divine and nurturing our spiritual journey. Ruiz emphasizes that prayers are not limited to religious practices but can be a deeply personal and transformative experience. The author explains that prayers are a way to communicate with the universe, our higher selves, and the divine energy that permeates all of existence. They provide us with an avenue to express gratitude, seek guidance, and surrender our worries and burdens. Ruiz suggests that prayers can take various forms, including spoken words, silent contemplation, or heartfelt intention. The key is to approach prayers with sincerity, openness, and a genuine desire for connection and spiritual growth. Prayers offer us solace, healing, and a sense of interconnectedness with something greater than ourselves. They remind us of the infinite possibilities and support available to us as we navigate life's challenges and seek personal transformation. Let's embrace the power of prayers as a tool for self-reflection, inner peace, and spiritual nourishment. Together, let's cultivate a deeper connection with the divine and embark on a journey of spiritual awakening and fulfillment. That concludes the chapter summaries of the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Join us on this transformative journey as we explore the wisdom and practical guidance offered by these powerful agreements. Conclusion: embracing the Four Agreements for personal transformation. As we come to the conclusion of our exploration of the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, we reflect on the profound wisdom and transformative power contained within these pages. This book has offered us invaluable insights and practical guidance to navigate our lives with authenticity, integrity, and inner freedom. Throughout our journey, we have learned the importance of being impeccable with our word, not taking anything personally, not making assumptions, and always doing our best. These four agreements serve as powerful tools for personal transformation and liberation from the limitations imposed by domestication and societal conditioning. By embracing these agreements, we reclaim our personal power and create a life of alignment with our true selves. We break free from the chains of old beliefs, judgments, and expectations, and step into a reality where love, compassion, and conscious choice guide our actions. The Four Agreements invites us to embark on a path of self-discovery, self-mastery, and spiritual growth. It encourages us to question the agreements we have made with ourselves and others, and to replace them with new agreements that honor our authentic desires, values, and aspirations. As we practice the Four Agreements, we create a ripple effect of positive change in our relationships, communities, and the world at large. We contribute to the collective dream of a more loving, harmonious, and conscious existence. Let us carry the teachings of the Four Agreements in our hearts and minds, integrating them into our daily lives. By embodying these agreements, we have the power to create a personal reality that aligns with our highest potential and purpose.